Welcome everybody to RobLynn Live. We had some technical problems. I had two browsers open, but luckily I had a computer expert here with me to guide me. He said, maybe you got two browsers open. And sure enough, that's what it was. So everybody, welcome Collins Mana, who is from the UK. He is part of the OTech Pros and he is our guest speaker today. We're excited because we had an epic day, didn't we, Collins?
Yeah, sure. We really had an epic day, and it was really great to see 62,000, attendee in O Connect. That's a very, very huge milestone. The biggest platform in the in the whole, the universe. Nothing like that. So it was massive. It was a massive day for OnPassive and O Connect. You
Wasn't it?
see.
And Ash Mafara mentioned that what are the odds of doubling the attendance from the last webinar? Because we had 31,000 the first time around, and today 62,000. So always there's some divine intervention going on. I think it's not always coincidence that these things happen, right?
Yes, yes. Honestly, yeah, sometimes things doesn't go the way you plan, and it's better because sometimes when you plan too much, you know you just like your mindset is just like, oh, I've planned this, let me do this. But sometimes it's better to go the other way. And yesterday we saw the beauty of OnPassive, because Mr. Ash Mufara was able to speak from his heart, even though he always does. But yesterday was really a massive day. Yeah, it was really massive, because it shouldn't be every time about technology, about OnPassive and stuff. Sometimes we need to be human.
That's right.
And I think our CEO spoke from his heart, from another angle, which really, it was really moving. It was a really a moving event, and a lot of people felt it, which was really great.
Yes. And you know what sets us apart from other companies is the heart of our CEO, his visionary perspective, special, and is of course his humanitarian bent. And that's what we heard today when he spoke. The mission, the vision, all of that was clear to us today, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, because again, if we look at why was OnPassive built, I've said this from the beginning. We started webinar. When you look at what Mr. Ash Mufara said from the beginning, the first time I ever attended a webinar with our CEO, when I joined OnPassive 2020, it was more about humanity, because he said everything is a done deal. But what will you do with the excess? How are you going to live your life? And the way you live your life will portray the way things are being done within you. Talk about family, talk about your friends, the way you interact with friends, family, and the way you relate with people. Bearing in mind that, life is too short. We have very short time to stay on this planet Earth. And, the heart of OnPassive is all blessed. It's all blessed, because without all blessed, there is no OnPassive. The only IT company with crowdfunding application called all blessed. It's nothing. It's just nothing like that. And it was good to see that human part of OnPassive yesterday. It was really massive.
What did you think of the video that showed the earthquake and the victims there? What was your response to that?
It was really heartbreaking.
Hold
Things
on.
like that is really,
Keep speaking.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
write that.
Things like that is really, really hard to see. Sometimes some people need to see the reality of life, because if you look at what happened, the earthquake in Syria and Turkey, these guys, or those at that time were living there, they didn't know that things will happen like that. Like Michael Williams said, tomorrow is not sure. Nobody can guarantee tomorrow. But I always said the next hour is not guaranteed. It's not a guarantee. And in life, nothing is guaranteed. You know, there is no guarantee that if you put food in your mouth, it will get to your stomach. There is no guarantee. Everything you just have to believe. You live by faith. You know, and though yes, there are people who don't believe. You just said, okay, nature. Yes, that's true. You can believe in what you believe. But me as a Christian, I believe that there is a God, that take care of everything, that created the universe. And that's why I really resonate with Mr. Ashmofara when he spoke. say things like this because I also come from that background where I believe by faith that everything happened for a reason. Nothing happened, Sometimes you can take the wrong road. That's what I always tell my friend. You can take the wrong route, but that wrong road can lead to the destination you want to go. You say, oh God, why am I going this way? It's really wrong. But that wrong road, because it's destined to happen that way. Because the only thing is God is guiding you to the right path. Like yesterday we saw it. Yes, things happen. But what happened? Everybody came out very, very satisfied. And when you look at what happened, a lot of people in that region, we can question and say, why? But, only God knows why things happen like that. And, and it happened for a reason. Maybe it happens to teach mankind to say, you know what, hey, you people should be careful and look at life in another angle. Because it can happen to us in UK. Sometimes it happens in America. We have been seeing tornadoes and stuff like that, shattering place. But we've never been fortunate to see that. But I've seen volcano live in my eyes in Cameroon. Those who are Cameroonians, they've seen it when you live in the city of where mountains erupt and it's blow out the whole farmland and everything. And it was just close by. Saw it real when I was really young. But things happen like that. The whole livelihood shatter within a second. So and things like that, honestly, it tells you the power, that life is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in this world. We live just by his grace. And when you get up in the next morning, you thank God and you said, thank you for seeing a new day, and what has happened, and the humanitarian part of OnPassive, this is the heart, to sit back as a CEO, look at human life and say, you know what, let's do something for the living, for those who are the survivor of this earthquake. Though it's not enough because we cannot do everything as a company, but just the little bit that you can do. Just imagine if every company, the wealthiest company, would have said, okay, let's just jump in there, do our own widow's mite. The world will be a better place. Because this is the question sometimes I look at it. They put the top 5 IT company, top 5 IT companies, IT company, the budget is more than the American military. They analyze it, BBC. Wow. And I say, yeah, these guys, all the world belongs to them, trillions upon trillions of dollars. Top 5 IT company, Google, Amazon, you can name them, Apple, the budget is more than the American military. Yet, things happen in America. America has the highest homeless. So why should people have this amount and people are still hungry, they are thirsty? And that's the answer Mr. Ashmufara always, the question Mr. Ashmufara asks every day. Why should we have this amount of wealth and people still thirst? And they drive with the luxurious car, limousine, flying private jet, and they pass every day. There is someone sitting behind the street begging for $1. And this is the thing Mr. Ashmufara, try to bring to the founders and say the 1.4 million founders, let us look life the other way. Things will happen. Yes, the apples will be there, but what will you do with it? And there's a philosophy I always look at it biblically. I said, you can have a very big mansion, 6 bedrooms, 7 bedroom. How many rooms do you sleep on? It's one.
It's true.
Yes. And
how many cars can you drive at once?
Just one. And in that room, you just have only one bed. And that one bed, the size of your bed, 5 people can sleep on that bed because you sleep only in a portion of that bed. So what is life all about? So you look at everything you think like it can make you happy. At the end of the day, you are still a miserable person, So it shows that most of these things are not really things that make us to be happy. It's the way you relate with people around you, the way you give, because they always said, blessed is the hands that give it than the hands that take it. The more you give and you change people's lives, the little, it must not be massive. Even sometimes the way you speak to people, how many times do we give ears just to listen to someone who is struggling? We don't do it. We pass them every day. We see them, but we don't even listen, just to give a listening ears, just to say good morning. Sometimes these people don't need money. They just need listening ears. Someone really listening to me for good counseling or good advice. But we don't. As human, we're always busy with our nature and our lives. Say, oh, it doesn't concern me. It doesn't, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. But sometimes, there's a there is a statement that be careful when you going, or be careful with the people that are down, because one day you'll be coming down and they'll be ascending. That's how life is. Life is not, there is no guarantee in everything in life. It's just to have that balance of life. And yesterday, our CEO showed us the human part of it. That though I'm a CEO of this company, but nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. And that's the part that Ms. Ashmufara is taking us to, to say, yes, you must not be a Christian, you must not be something, but that human feeling, because at the end of the day, I will always mention this, in every human being, there is goodness. So where is that goodness part of the human beings, the human heart? We were created with goodness in our own heart, knowing fully well that we are in a journey. It's just life is a lesson and a journey. Where is that part? That human part where you can feel something and say, yes, this is it. And that's what Mr. Alfred, yesterday, I was just sitting, thinking, reflecting on all of these things. Not even on passive. We can talk about the technology, we can talk, disruptive. But at the end of the day, who are those to use this technology? Humans.
That's right.
Yeah.
and we're talking about, Mr. Mufara was talking about, how people think that money is everything, right? But he said, truly money can't make you happy. There are a lot of wealthy individuals out there who are just miserable, right? And conversely, there are a lot of poor people, right? Those with very little who are immensely happy. And I think that OnPassive has taught us good values. I mean,
Correct.
and of course, OnPassive attracts people that are like Mr. Mufara in the first place. I think that like attracts like, right? But
yes.
I think personally that the world is going to be looking at OnPassive, and OnPassive is going to be the role model to the world. Corporations are going to look at OnPassive and say, oh my gosh, this company is ethical, it is clean, yet it's making a lot of profits. Because why? Because Mr. Mufara said he is not profit driven. He is value driven. And if he offers value to the world will come. So I think that's going to be the ticket to this company's massive success in the world.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's really, really true. Because if you look at the way OnPassive is growing, there is something, like Bob always said, there is something, really spiritual holding OnPassive. Because if you look at the founders, you look at the quality of the founders, those who really choose to join this. I believe most of those who joined from 2020, from 2019, 20, it was just by faith. Yesterday I was speaking to my other OTech Pro brothers after the webinars, Bob, Takusi, Oliver. We're just talking about this. We said, well, how comes and what happened? So many people, 1.4 million, believe in the principle of Mr. Ashmufara by word, like those who came 2018, 2019, Madi Digamo, they are there. You can mention most of them. They came by faith. They look at it. After everything they have done, they said, there is something in this company. And the moment you approach Mr. Ashmufara, it's just like a magnet. You listen to him your first time, it's just like there is something in this man. I don't know if most people felt it. My first day, I came into a webinar, I sat there, I was just listening. Though I've already joined OnPassive, I said, let me see the CEO for the first time. It was just like my whole being was like resonating to what Mr. Alfred said. Because he said something, I will take you to the top. Are you ready? If you want me to, follow me. It's just like Jesus calling the disciples, follow me. And we're just going crazily. A lot of people follow like that crazily. And now I sometimes I sat and I asked myself, really, can someone just say follow me and you follow the person without even knowing where you are going? Yes, $97 is just nothing. You can try it today and you just say it's nothing. But just that word, follow me. There was nothing. No products, nothing, just a website. A lot of people can build website, The next day, the website disappeared.
That's right.
But just the word, follow me, that assurance that I will take you to the top. You know, Mr. Ashford is somebody with few words. He doesn't speak too much. He doesn't tell you fancy things. He doesn't tell you what you want to hear. He will always make sure he tells you, we will get there, though it is difficult. And that is his word. Though it is difficult, we will get there. If we try, it doesn't work, we will redo it again. How many CEO will tell you that? They'll tell you, no, everything is fine. Don't worry. The next day you'll get it. He always tell you, though it is difficult, if we will get there, you know, and if we tried it doesn't work, we will try it again. We will do it again. We will go and we will still continue going. But the only thing is, are you ready to follow me to that level? That was a big call. You know, that was a big call for an IT company. And by the time you hear all of these things, you say, my goodness, this man is truthful. And there was a time, you know, I was talking to the other guys. I think Mali Digamo was there. I said, you know what? God forbid, if OnPassive didn't work out, failed, Mr. Ashford come again, I will still follow this man. I will say, it is not of his making. It happens this way, but God wants to take it another level, you know. And that's the reason that I was just there pushing people, telling them, you know what, stay fast. Fasting your seatbelt. This thing is good. I said, it will not be soon, sorry. It will not be soon the way you want it. Technology, there is no guarantee. You can't put your finger and say, today it will work, tomorrow. That's not technology. If somebody come, build a software telling everyone or me that, you know what, we are going to do it and tomorrow you will see it within this time, I will tell you, you are a liar. Because in technology, you don't put your finger and say, you give an estimation at an estimated date. You estimate, but you cannot give a tentative date and say, this is it. No CEO will do that. Anybody who works in technology will tell you, no, it doesn't work like that. You know, you go, you fix it, you go, you try it, you fix until you start from inception to delivery. And it takes time. So we already know that it will take time, you know. So, and at that particular moment, I know that when OnPassive come out, it will be massive. That was my statement. I said, I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere. If I will be the last person, there was a day I told Maddie, I said, I will be the last person to quit OnPassive because I know that Mr. Ashford doesn't need founders. No IT company need founders. People can think about, you know, all this marketing stuff. But I said, it's an AI, global AI IT company. You know, everything automated, done for you. Who will hear this crazy thing and say, I want to leave? Even the tiniest IT company make millions of dollars, and you're talking about a company of this magnitude. So I was just telling everyone, jump in, don't ask any question. Don't say when it will launch. Know that it takes time, but when it comes out, you'll be fine. Your life is sorted, guaranteed forever. Because an IT company, it will never go anywhere. It will build and build and build and build. Will die and leave it for generation to come. That is it. You can call companies that are there. IBM. We know how many years IBM have existed. Apple, look at those companies. They are not going anywhere. They are still there. Innovation. Then you're talking about company of this size. You know, it is mad, really mad to see someone coming. And I really applaud Madi Digamo when that guy called and said, I want my money because of my situation. You can really see real situation, $97. Madi said, no, out of the hardship. Not like Madi had have a lot of money. You know, Madi said, you know what? I will sacrifice this $97 because Madi Digamo knows very well that this position, if I allow this guy to go, this guy, the whole family, you know, will be in jeopardy. I need to hold this guy because we are really close. We cannot allow this guy to go. That's the heart. Somebody else will tell you, okay, you want your $97, I don't care, take it and go. But look at the heart because Madi know what is coming. And some of us who knows what is coming, how can you see somebody in this situation? That is what they call O-bless. That is O-bless when it comes to OnPassive. Start to bless people before you even receiving the apple. That's right. Know, don't wait until when the apple comes and you say, I want to bless you. You have to bless. You know, sometimes true blessing, it is when you give something that will really pains you. You look left, look right, nothing. You know that there is no hope. That is true blessing. Something that pains you, that will move you from, that will really shake. This is my last. Like the widow's mite. This is the last oil I have in my lamp. This is the last flour I have to feed my son and myself. Why should I give it to Elijah? Elijah said, give it to me. That is a true story. Something that, there is no turning back. This is it. So, and honestly, yesterday webinar was the best for me, was the best. So I'll leave it there. I can talk about this until
That's great. That's great. Well, let's welcome my husband, Rob Gorman. He is here now.
Well, thanks for the welcome. Sorry I'm late.
He's fashionably late, as always.
No, it's not fashionably late. This is horribly late. And I see there's roughly 250 folks here, Collins. You're the star, brother.
You and
Nakamoto are the stars.
No, I said I was promoting on social media today, just before this started. I said, Collins Mana from the OTech Pros. And I know that is why there's a tremendous turnout today. So thank you for being here with us, Collins. Appreciate you.
So have we talked about Oh Bless yet? I didn't have it on the radio, but have we gotten into the Oh Bless situation yet, other than talk about Marty and Chris?
Yeah, we're just talking about Oh Bless generally and looking at the whole situation of Oh Bless, why OnPassive is built. That is, I always call it the crown of OnPassive, or the king of OnPassive, Oh Bless. We can look at Oh Bless as a product, but what is driving Oh Bless is the heart of humanity. That everyone is a gift, and we have that gift in us that we should, start to bless people before you receive, and that's Oh Bless. The value of OnPassive is Oh Bless. Like Jean just said, value, value, value. That's true. Part of the value is blessing.
Where is the Mad Hatter, says Marty DeGarmo.
Marty, the Mad Hatter is here. I just stepped in. And, obviously, I can't put a hat on straight, but it does say something about Oh Bless, if I'm not mistaken.
It does.
Oh Bless, uplifting humanity. And Marty, you uplifted a portion of humanity this week.
Wow.
Did Chris, as did many other people around the world who've helped, whether they're in OnPassive or not, who've helped the folks in Syria, helped the folks in Turkey. That was really a gut-wrenching, tear-jerking, if I might say that, video
Heart-tugging.
Today. Heart-tugging is a better word, thank you.
Yeah.
It just, I've thought about that since we watched that video. I just now watched that video. I was sitting still in my car for a little bit of time, and I watched it again. Each time I watch it, and I'm sure each time any of us watch it, we're gonna really feel a sense of, gee, how can we help? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
that's what we're here for, to help one another.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Rob, there is nothing more than giving. No matter how little you have, nothing is too little. Nothing is too little. Sometimes you said, oh my God, I'm really ashamed of this little. I don't know what. No, that little can transform someone's life. I'll say a story here. There was this man. The man had just one bananas. He said, you know what, God, this is really hard for me. I don't think I can survive the next day. So I will just climb up, up to a tree, peel the banana, eat, and then drop and die. You know what happened? The man climbed up the tree, peel the banana, the moment this man ate the banana, throw the peelings down, there was someone down picking, going for the peelings. He turned back and looked at this guy, just rushing to pick that, the banana peels. And the man said, my God, what is really happening? So there are people that are even better. People are really struggling. So he came back down and said, you know what, my life is even much better than that person. And that was it. So sometimes when you look at it, you think like, oh, I'm in a worse situation. Think about those in Syria, when Mr. Ashford just jumped. Think about those around the world. There are people who've never wear shoes in their life since they were born. They've never seen it, a proper shoes. There are people who've never wear proper clothes. And we're talking about, the temperature in Syria and Turkey. It's cold. you know, but look at it, no heater, no electricity, nothing, but they are still surviving. And you think about these people, children's, you know, women and all of those type of things, living in that harsh condition. And you can go across the globe again in Africa, where people live in a place where you see mosquitoes everywhere, no proper house, no proper protection, and they're dying of malaria every day, you know. But these are the things that the world need. Malaria is one of the most killer diseases in the world. People don't even know. But again, what can you say? This is the moment, you know, people, you know, it's just that mindset. I said, what will I do? You know, I said something, Lynn, when I show it to you, people blessing others. We show you Pastor Sistos, you know, December, what did he do? You know, he flew to Rwanda, blessing people, said to stay in Canada, living with his wife and children, young family. He flew to Rwanda. He was there. When he called me, I said, where are you? No, he called me. I saw a missed call from him, and I called him. He said, I'm in Rwanda. What are you doing in Rwanda? I saw, send me pictures. He was there, living with children with no mothers, and he's blessing them, going from Rwanda. He said, I'm going to Uganda. So the whole Christmas, he was out blessing up to New Year, January, you know, living 3 weeks out of his family, going, blessing people. This is it. If you ask yourself, was there any apple from OnPassive? No. But he went out of his own will, blessing. That is the heart. You know, I was like, when I look at the picture, I said, this is really cool. This is what we should be doing. But every day we sit and we complain, you know, we complain every day. Oh, you know, it's not too much. God, why? You know, and sometimes when you say, why me? I said, if it is not you, then who? This is your Lord. Yeah. You cannot complain, why me? So do you want God to take your trouble and transfer it, give it to somebody? It is yours. You have to, it's your cross. You have to carry it. You know, everybody has their own issue, you know, and sometimes there are things where we always say, tomorrow is not sure. Yes, plan for tomorrow, but tomorrow is not guaranteed. Plan and said, yeah, if the next day, tomorrow meets you, then fine, you carry on again, because life is not really guaranteed. Because look at those in Syria, they never knew that earthquake would come. They were there, you know, preparing, going, maybe the children, they were just playing in the neighborhood, running, jumping, you know, happy, and all of a sudden, their life was just cut short by nature, you know. And that's what really have to, you know, we just have to learn out of it. What did we take out of that situation? To tell you, life is not guaranteed. Just do good, because you never know what might happen, you know.
Things happen for a reason, as Marty has said, Red has said, Chris has said, Julia, so many of the leaders have said, and Ash truly is guided by God.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You don't have
I 100% believe in that, you know, because the first time I met Ash, you know, just like the Zoom, my first Zoom, Ash spoke and I just said, this man is led by God. That's what I said, because nobody can speak like this to tell you, follow me. You know, only Jesus Christ have said, follow me and I'll show you the way. But Ash said, follow me and I'll take you to the top. You know, I'll take you to the top. And I said, who is this? You know, I was just telling myself, who are you saying that let's follow you? But we did. And I said, to those who really listen, you know, Ash showed them the way. We're just getting, this is all connect. We saw the products coming. We saw it, you know, bit by bit, everything was just dripping. And there are still people who still sitting, still don't believe and think it's fake. You know, they're sitting like, oh, we don't believe. And, you know, when you always disbelieve people, even at the time when it will be in your own hands, the apple, you still say, oh, I don't believe this. You know, this is the truth, because Maddie always said this thing. He said, Jesus feed, you know, how many? Jesus feed 5,000 people with 2 loaves of fishes and bread, you know, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. After that, what the people said, show us that you are the Son of God. After that miracle, they still ask him, show us that you are the Son of God. They said, but this man just feed you. You know, and there are things, you turn water into wine, he says, show us. You know, that's the thing. Human mind is so difficult. The moment they cry, you give them food, then they tell you. Look at Moses, the same. I'm just bringing this for people to see. Moses took the Israelis where? To the promised land. And they still complain in the desert. You should have left us to die in Egypt. Now we are hungry. The moment hunger strike, that's when you see people turning their back. And like Lynn, you just make something. You said rich people sometimes they are miserable. I've seen that. You know, I saw it, but it's just that sometimes you don't call the company name. But when I was a student in the uni, we saw it. We saw with like international conference. It was like a global international conference. My friend and I were there doing some promotion and talking about things. We said, okay, let's give our time to help. There was this man. We never know this man. Very wealthy, very, very wealthy. I'll not call the company name. We didn't know him. But he said, where are you guys going after the conference? We said, we're going, like, you're going to south. We are going north. He said, don't worry, I'll drop you home. Do you come with the car? We said, no, just poor student. We don't even have a car. We're riding bicycle. So the man took us and we sat in the car, very beautiful car. So we listened to the story, you know, drove us for 3 hours to drop us home. Then I look at it, and at that time, after, you know, conversation after conversation, we discovered the man was miserable with all the money. We're talking about someone very, very wealthy, super millionaire. So it's just like, I don't want to call the company, but the man has been director in the whole of Africa, director in the whole of Europe. We heard this, but what's happening? Miserable. And I asked myself, I said, if someone so wealthy, so rich, and he's telling us this story, and with all of this, he is not happy, then what next? That's what I asked myself. You know, to tell you that there is something that you have to give in. You know, maybe you need more time to listen to, you know, just, you know, your neighborhood, your heart, like the way Mr. Ashford said, the only way you can show it's not your intellect, it's not your educational level, it's just the way you relate with people, your family, your friends around. You know, you tell them the truth, because there are people who never like to hear the truth. When you tell them, you know, this is the truth, they get angry. You know, but again, you have to live a life where you stand, and you said, I always said, tell my friend, you have to live a life where you stand before God, your maker, and you say, yes, I did my part. I said I did it, and they didn't take it. That's it, you know. But what OnPassive is doing, like Ms. Ash Mufara telling us all of this, is just to prepare us. And we just have to show gratitude, you know, for the story. It's not only about OnPassive, you know, artificial intelligence. All of these things, they are already done. He is master of technology. We know Mr. Alfred is a guru technology. We know he's guru in marketing. He's an inspirational speaker. It might not be the best inspirational speaker, but when Mr. Alfred speaks, you listen to him. You know that there is something in this man, the heart of giving. And that's why he decided to come with all blessed. You know, nobody, no company would think about all blessed, but he said, you know what? All blessed, all blessed, all blessed, all blessed. And people take, a lot of founders just took all blessed literally, but all blessed about you yourself, not the product, you yourself. It's not, all blessed, not a charity. He said it yesterday, not a charity. It's about giving. It's about starting from yourself, how you relate with people. What do you say? Bless them with your word. Even if you don't have the money, how many times you get up and see your neighbor and tell them, good morning, it is well. Though it's difficult, but life will only get better. How many of we will do that? How many times you see people you stand, look at them, and you lead them, you show them the way. You go the opposite way and say, you know what? I can see that you are stranded. Let me show you. Where are you going? None of us, because the world of just make us, you know, people are just scared and a lot of things. We don't even have time to even listen to people. But that is all blessed.
And, you know, things happen for a reason. I think we both feel that way.
Yeah.
Today, a little bit of a technical glitch. We blew up the counter. I think we damn sure blew it up. And that's cool. 62,000 people. 62,000. Nowhere, no time, any time has anything by anybody happened like that. How do you get 62,000 people in one place, all getting to watch people from all over the world?
Yeah, it's true. You know, and thank God Mr. Ashford said that's just a little glitch. 4 hours, they'll fix it. You know, sometimes people think like, oh, it's a really big thing. We used to talk behind with Oliver, the other tech guys. Say, no, this is just little glitch. Yes, it's the basic function. Mr. Ashford can decide to take the counter. Doesn't matter. We are sitting here, we don't have counter. But it's just to tell you the number of people or participants, that it's not really a biggie. It's not something that if we don't have it, the system will collapse. No, because the database is there telling us the database can handle all of these things. And I believe if 100 and or more or 200, the system would have still handled that capacity. This capacity is there underneath. The structure is there to handle even 1 million. But, as things like Robin said yesterday, where are the rest? Where are you? Come in, come and this is your business. Come and feel, just come around. But there are people who still sit behind and said, oh, I'm going and doing my own stuff. I will wait until you call me when the apple started falling. When the apple will come, how will you even know how to take your apple? You don't even know how to use the system. They will never knock your door and tell you this is a check for you. Mr. Ashmura will never write check. That's what founders should know this. They will never write a check and tell you, come and post it in your letterbox and say, this is it because you paid $97. You must do something. You must. Yes, it is all done for you. But you need to still transfer the money from your wallet to your bank account. You still know how the OES function. There are many founders who will stay behind. Customers will come in and know the OES more than us because they will see the value. They will rush and they'll be the one to teach some of the founders that I know your product more than you. It's like a man who has salt in his own shop and you go into your neighbor's shop to buy salt. You don't even know you have salt. How many of us know podcasts? How many of us know the blog? How many of us have even tried play around the ONET? ONET is huge. Everything is there. If you look at ONET, you sleep on ONET, you will not even want to see the other social media application. It is massive. How many of us have looked at OMail? People complain all this. Do you know OMail has analytics? Have you ever seen it? Check it. Go. There's analytics there. Display telling you everything. How many mail you've received, the one you've trashed. It gives you a tip, a complete analysis of your emails. How many of you can set it? You've done something. You said, okay, I've created a log folder. Now I want this mail for all the mails from Jean and River. Go to my log folder. How many of you can set it? I believe a lot of founders have not even looked at OMail, look at all of those functions. But these are the things we have to be playing, familiarize ourselves. Even if you don't know, you don't look, listen, you don't have to be a tech person to know all of this. It's just basic functionalities. You don't have to be a tech person. We all use Gmail. Are we tech? Majority of people use Gmail, Yahoo Mail. Are they tech? They are not tech. But we leave our social media or our mailing system and we are using others. If you go, most founders, they are sleeping on TikTok every day. They are sleeping on YouTube every day, sleeping on Facebook every day. You have it all in ONET, and we don't know how to use it. It's really, because the moment you get used to your OES, you will sleep on it. You will sleep on it. You will love it. You will not even want to see any other application out there. Founders should start getting used to, because I bet you resellers and customers would use podcasts, use blogs to make a lot of money, and you have it in your palms for free, drag and drop, free, and we're not making use of it. We need to start, and I like the fact Mr. Ashra pointed out, OnPassive will not buy you the best device. Never. You have a business, you need to take care of that business. You cannot have a shop. You don't even have a key to close your shop. You cannot say, I want to drive a car. You don't have a driving license, and you want to drive a car. You cannot be the best chef. You don't even have everything that it takes to be the chef. So founders should stop complaining and then take it back. We know things are difficult, but this is the time you need to know your business. It's not rocket science, just easy, all done for you, but you must do something.
We turned, without a doubt, today, OnPassive collectively, founders, executives, day-to-day employees, hourly employees, Ash Mafara, all of us, we turned a page today. Forget about the number being 62,000. Okay. We turned a page with Oh Bless today. People are going to know Oh Bless for Oh Bless's sake. And it'll be synonymous with OnPassive. I think it already is. It is for most of us here, but it's going to be synonymous with OnPassive worldwide. You know, started with what was it, a year and a half ago when he did the getting food and water to the area in the, what was that, in the Middle East, not far from, in India, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but OnPassive was right there with food and water and supplies, medical supplies. And here we are again, collectively, in conjunction with the company, with the movement, with the massive movement, doing it again. Now, that's twice that it's happened on a big basis. It's happened many times on a smaller scale. And you know what? Helping one helps many. And that's what Ash's moniker is. I can't help everybody all at once, but if we can help one person a day, if 1 million of us, let's say there's 1,400,000 of us, help one person with one situation a day, the world is going to be a better place. And I don't know, I'm pumped up because Ash just rolled right from having a little bit of a technical problem right into what really, I think what God had in mind for us today, that we're going to talk Oh Bless.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Sometimes, like I said, never you complain when things take you, or you go, say you're driving to A and then you miss your road, you miss your way and you're going to B. You said, oh my God, I've just missed it. You don't know the B is God taking you to the right destination. You know, all the plans, you remember the plans, all what we had in the back office, we'll talk about A, B, C, it's already planned. But what happened? God said, you know what? Your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thought. I will take you to somewhere. I will give you something to speak that will inspire others. And that's what happened. You know, the little things just make something massive. And I believe the 62,000 founders that were there, if they come out and they said, oh, I didn't get it, then I'll say you're not in OnPassive. Because that is the heart of OnPassive. That is the truth. That is what we should be hearing now. It's already a done deal.
Today was a call to action. You know, the call to action button, okay, it's there. But today was a call to action by God for all of us to realize what we truly have here.
Correct.
This is not make-believe. This is the real deal.
Yeah.
And those of us who've never really been able to help the masses, which I don't think we've been able to help large groups of people, are going to be able to help with the help of the people within OnPassive, the masses. And there's millions and millions of people that need our help. Do we need our own help? Yeah. Okay. Fill your Apple cart, fill your car up with gas a couple of times. Then it's time to realize what we're really here for. And
yeah, you're right. You know, helps, you know, true helps come from the heart. It's not how much you give, it's, you know, it is the gift from the heart that God sees. God doesn't see the massive things you can give, because look at it biblically. When the woman, they talk about the widow's mite, somebody came and, you know, put like millions in the basket, and the woman put the last penny. Who did God rewarded? The woman who gave it from the heart. You know, it is about giving from the heart. It's not about how much you give. Did you give it from your heart?
It's a thought that counts.
Yes, it is a thought that counts.
Along those lines. It's like Ash Mafar. Mafar for many years, I'm sure, has paid it forward.
Yeah.
We're all going to be able to pay it forward.
Correct. Yeah. And if you cannot give, you know, they said, my grandmom always said this thing, that a child that will grow up giving, you see it from birth. You know, when you are young, you look at the child, you look at the way he said, no, you just take it. You know, a child that shares, you have something you want to share with your brothers, you know, that is the real deal, you know. But those that, you know, a greedy person, no matter how you give it, you talk and talk, the person will give it to please others, but not because the person want to give, you know. And true joy comes when you do it from your heart. And that's what Mr. Ashmofra is telling us, you know, give from your heart. It doesn't matter how much, it doesn't matter what you give. It can be $1, it can be, you know, a cent or a penny, but as long as it comes from your heart, you know, that is where the true meaning, and that's when, you know, the replenish, you know, when they say God will replenish you, reward you back, the true reward comes because what you give, you know, comes from your heart. Like what we did, the all bless, you know, if you look at it, Mr. Ashmofra didn't give it because, oh, everyone will come and say, thank you, Mr. Ash. You know, Mr. Ashmofra, we know that our CEO don't like that. It doesn't like publicity of everything. But the truth, why, you know, they'll always bring it to the company as founders for us to know what the company is doing, not because Mr. Ashmofra wants us to clap for him and tell him, because it's about us. It's about preparing you, showing you the right things to do. You know, if not, Mr. Ashmofra will not even tell us. I believe Mr. Ashmofra is doing a lot of things that we don't even know personally, that we don't even know, giving every day, we don't even know. But this is because the company is look at it and said, we will give this out because of the dying situation in Syria and Pakistan and Turkey. Yeah. So these are the things, and that is the, you know, when I was looking at it, I wasn't looking at the amount. You know, sometimes I look at it and say, no, it's not the amount, it is the thought of giving, you know, the heart. You know, Mr. Ashmofra would have just sit back and said, you know what, I'll just give a penny, just give a penny. But even if you give the penny out of the abundance, he said, I'll give a penny, is the heart, you know, the mind. That is the truth about it. You know, and that's why God is blessing OnPassive, because everything we do is a company built from heart. You know, Julie always say a company built from heart. You know, everything is just from the heart. And have you ever seen a company where all the founders are so happy? We've not received a dime, but we just say that this is the best place to be. Everyone just want to just get up and do something. You know, we know, yes, there are people who are sleeping, but the few that are doing it, they are doing it from the heart. And that's what Mr. Ashmofra wants to see. You know, that's the joy about OnPassive, being in OnPassive, doing things from your heart.
The payback, emotionally, mentally, whatever you want to call it, as a giver is far, you know, far more important than anything that we can do in life. I mean, I'm not a doctor. You're not a doctor. You're not a doctor. But we are going to be able to supply medical supplies worldwide sooner than later, I think. If we've got 5.8 billion people that use the internet, probably 5 billion of them at least are going to be OnPassivians, either resellers or customers.
Yeah. And who will not even want to be if you're doing something from the heart? You know, look at what OnPassive is doing. It's not just because they want to, OnPassive want to show up. But when you look at what they are doing humanitarianly, and you're looking at, you know, we can go in a disaster zone and, you know, bless people, trying to be a blessing to others. Who will not want to be in OnPassive, seeing all of this? Sometimes it's not about the material reward, but people come in and say, you know what, because you are doing this blessing, I'll offer my car. Because you are doing this, I will bring you shelter for you to do it nicely. You know, things like this. You know, Mr. Ashmofra said it. It's not about material blessing, but people come and support you. It's just a pull factor. You start something and others just come in their numbers to bless as many people. There are people who want to do it, but just feel shy. But the moment one person jump in, you see the rest will follow. And the person with good heart, because how many people will follow you if you don't have the right mindset and the right intention of doing it? But the moment you have good heart and you're doing it for good intention, your motive is really clear. I tell you, millions will follow you. You don't need to say it. They'll just see what you are doing and they'll just come and give you, you know, the helping hands. Look at what Maddie did. Maddie just said, oh, I'll give this person $100. to help the person not to like relinquish the account. What happened? The moment Maddie said it, people jump in just to say, let's give more to this person. Just listening to that. Maddie didn't plan it to say, I'll just come and say, Maddie, just tell the story. And that is the power of OnPassive. The power of true leader, passionate, about it.
People were getting in line to make these donations through whatever, Venmo, Cash App, Chris, Walmart delivery, whatever that's called. The super stickers. It was like, wow, one right after the other. And what a good feeling. What a good feeling. And to know that this guy was able to not only help himself, he'll be able to help others within his area, his village, or wherever he's living, city, just by sharing what happened to him. People can say, that really happened? Wow, these people are something else. And he'll be able to help them become resellers because he'll do very well. Like it's just going to be like a hamster wheel. Once it gets started, it's going to continue to roll.
And you know what you tell them? My blessing comes from OnPassive. He doesn't even know our names, nothing. Maybe he cannot even pronounce Madi Digamo's name very well. Madi Digamo cannot pronounce his name. But what he'll be telling people, where did you get this money? From OnPassive. They listen to my story and they decide to send something to me. The founders just decide to bless me. What a feeling, a way to go, And everyone will say, what? I want to be in that company. How can I get in? How can I get in? Because this is the right place to be, where people just give and give and give and give without complaining,
Would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when he received in Ukraine the money. The fellow in Hawaii, that's our friend, right? Whose daughter Maui needed money for
David Penny.
Oh, in the Philippines, right? David Penny. Just to get out of the darn hospital. Are you kidding me? We need to somehow, through OnPassive, we need to change all that to where people don't go totally broke to take care of themselves. That's not God's plan.
No,
go totally broke. Trying to take care of their families, feed them, clothe them, and have a roof over their head.
Yeah, that's true. Because to be honest, Lynn, you always think about things. Yes, we all want to make, a living. We all came to OnPassive because we know our life and our financial situation will be better, so we can create time, the time and financial freedom. But what will you do with your time? Your knowledge that you've gained. Just to transfer that knowledge is blessing. And I always encourage most of the founders, I say, please, whatever you know, don't die with it, because someone else in a place need that knowledge. Share it. That is a true blessing. That's really the meaning of all blessed. How far you can go to push yourself extreme. Because if you look at it, they said you don't want to get too much because it will make you not believe in anything. And you don't want to get too little because it will make you miserable. You just want what is enough for you. We just need enough. That's it. And then the rest you can say, okay, let me do just enough. David prayed it. The prayer of David, he said God shouldn't give him too much because he will turn and be boastful. But God shouldn't give him too little, because he will say, people will ask him, where is your God? He said, give me what is enough for me. And I believe this is what founders should be taking. We just need enough. What is enough for you? The rest you can bless and change lives of others in your own little way. You cannot transform anything, but you can just do it in your own little way, starting from your family, moving to your friends, and go. Fill your tank, fill your pocket. That is a blessing. You must do it in a way that is sustainable, where you will not just crash and there is nothing anymore. But the enough is you can still do it for a long time, the way you manage yourself. So you can do it for a very long time. Nobody is saying that when you get it all, throw it out there. No, you can do it if you can just manage it and do it. And like Rob, you said, if every founder's 1 4 million, we said we want to grab one person, not only giving them, transforming their life and educate them to replicate themselves. The world will gradually be a better place.
It's
Not
about
give them without education. Educate them the way Mr. Ashford have just educated us for the 3 years in counting on passive. You know, June will make me, I think June will make me 3 years. Yeah. So imagine what I have learned. What I have learned from founders, you know, meeting beautiful founders. I believe OnPassive is my home because I talk to founders more than those out of OnPassive. You know, OnPassive is our home now. And what we have learned collectively can make the way, can transform this way in our own little ways by giving.
Amen. What a good feeling. So what all did I miss? I saw I missed 278 people. That we're still at 252 people. We might as well spend the evening here. This is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the whole
bedtime though, Collins. It is past bedtime.
Yeah. I always say yesterday was the massive feeling. Though we were expecting a lot, you know, and Mr. Ashford told us a lot of things, new functionality coming, which all of us, you know, were just amazing to listen to that and the transformation, you know, to come. I know big news will come next week. We pray by God's grace that, you know, Monday we'll get it. You know, I always use that statement. Dr. Ben always laugh at me. Collins, why do you always say by God willing? I say yes, because God, we need to put it first because tomorrow is not sure. I always said, Dr. Benny, only God can tell you. God, only everything is just it belongs to him because he is the one who plans your day and plans the next day. So I cannot say, yes, I will see you the next day. God willing, I will see you the next day. You know, so and that's it. So we just say, God willing, if we see on Monday, you know, and yeah, we'll get big news. And we just pray for Mr. Ash and his family and the tech team, you know, for what is happening, you know, for their good job and everything. You just have to continue to pray for them because it's not easy building something like this of this magnitude. All Connect, less than 1 year, All Connect. Something like this, that a complete solution. We're talking about complete solution. You cannot get a complete solution for less than 1 year.
And you do realize the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
We've, you know, like Marty has said and said so well so often, and Ash has said the same thing. You only know 1% of 10%. Well, that's not a very big percentage. But I've seen enough.
Yeah.
You know, give us O Connect, give us the 3 free products. Let's do O Bless, and away we go.
That's the truth. Yeah. That's the truth, because when it comes to always talk about technology, you cannot put your finger and say this is it. You know, you always pray. You know, pray for the engineers. You know, because they have just how many hours? 8 hours, 7 hours at work. The next they have to spend with their family, and they are giving more. You know, sometimes they give 16 hours. It's not easy, you know, because they are doing it. They want to create history. They are doing it because they are part of the history. So when we look at what they are doing, normally most of the engineers will not even do it. So if you are not really into that, you will not even do it because they love what they are doing. And the treatment Ms. Ash Mufara is giving them, not money, but it's just like, you know, you treat them as brothers, not as even employee masters and this, or tell them you have to do this. No, Mr. Ash Mufara, listen to them, give them the time, you know, encourage them to do their job. And that inspiration, sometimes things can be very, very rough if you're not in that particular industry, especially in a software development industry like OnPassive. Because OnPassive, you can talk about various IT industries, but when you come into software development, like what OnPassive is doing, it's a very crazy environment. Very crazy environment, honestly. Because remember, you are building something that has never been done before. The idea is in Mr. Ash Mufara. I said, you know what? I want you to build a software that can lift Rob up and down. I want a software that Rob can just sit and will give Rob a very nice sleep and this. That is the thinking. Now you have to come now, start to do the architectural design. You know what will happen, how the code will be from the word of mouth lead to the software. That's why we said from inception to delivery. So from thinking to delivery, that's a huge thing, and it's lot of cycle, lot of phases to go. One phase can take almost 6 months. One phase. You look at the cycle, just one phase, because you go through, there's a lot of things happening. Last time I was telling people about nomenclature in OnPassive. We talk about compliance in IT. To even give a name is difficult because you don't want to give a name that is offensive. You look about the cultural difference. You know, how will the Americans receive this name? How will those in Africa receive it? How those in Asia? Is it offensive? Just to name a product is crazy. You know, those who are there, even Mr. Ashford will tell you this, because you need to go through legality and this, something that you not hurt somebody's feeling. That is naming, number one. Then you're talking about everything you want to be, how the solution will work. Are you sure you not build something that will come and give crazy result, that will push a result out there where people say, oh, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see this. Is it user friendly? All of those things, you know, that's why you come with that design phase. Then you come with the test phase. You come with the database architecture and database structure. It's just it's crazy, really crazy, you know. And when we look at OnPassive, the joy and the beauty, you know, because the end user only see the end product, but they don't know the pain, sweat, and blood going behind. Sometimes they go, the directors and the manager, they go there, you sleep and you still thinking. I remember a lot of time I'm sleeping, but my brain is still working. Because I'm thinking there is no answer yet, and I have to deliver. In an environment that is money-driven, not even OnPassive, where Mr. said, take your time. Environment where it is money-driven, tell you, you must do this or you are fired. If you cannot do it, tell us so we bring somebody else to do it, and it's bye-bye, goodbye. You're sleeping, but you are sleeping, but you get up in the morning, you are still tired. Someone who have not even sleep. When Sunday is coming, your heart is pounding that, my God, I've not really get the answer of what I'm supposed to deliver. So it's crazy. But the good news within that environment is because when there is total collaboration, you can pick your phone and call your colleague and say, you know what, it's hard for me. Is there can we put our head together? And you put your head together and you come up with something. So that is the beauty about the environment, but it is not easy. So when we see what OnPassive, Mr. Ashford always laugh. We see what OnPassive have done. I always give credit to those guys in Hyderabad. Credit to them and to Mr. Ash Mofara for steering the ship, giving them that freedom, you know, and that, you know, that encouragement. Because in this environment, it's not about money. No matter how much they pay you, it's not enough if you don't have that support from your boss, you know, your colleague and everything to tell you, don't worry, though you've got it wrong, don't worry. Yes, things you didn't kill anybody. We can still move on, you know. And that's the beauty about OnPassive. And today we enjoy the fruit for 1.5 years. It's just crazy. And we're not talking only about OConnect. We're talking about OMail, the other products. We're talking about those that are already ready. This is what I told about O-Tracker coming. Think about that. Think about the one that we don't, most of the products that we don't even know, that we just like flying off, and we say, like, by God, when did they build this? You know, it is just crazy. And if you look at the total number of engineers for this product, the digital products, we talk, just let's say there are 1,000 of them. How many engineers do you think will work on OConnect? You take 25 off or 50 off of them, put them, because normally with the design, everybody has their own specialty based on their experience to design and build that software. How many of them will work on OMail? How many of them work on OTrim? And they're still, you know, improving it every day as we speak. You know, how many of them on OBless, O-Track? You know, they are just, you know, if you look at it, it's because we are in the digital age, modern technology, modern tools to build software. But it is not still easy because you must learn how to use this tool to build it. And it's another education, giving them training how to use it. It's just crazy, honestly.
And as we look forward, Collins, to Monday, I believe it's Monday, that's going to be the next webinar, correct?
Oh, stop. Not another webinar. Can't be.
And that's the big one. It's going to be full of updates and information, as today was more of a philosophical, heartwarming type of a webinar. But Monday, I think, is going to be the meat, the business information that we're longing to hear.
Yes, and I'll pray that most founders should come. We should blow it to 100. Why not 100? 100 participants. That would be amazing.
Didn't even flicker. It didn't even flicker at 62,000. Are you absolutely kidding me?
Yeah.
The volume was good. The audio was good.
Yeah, we are 1.4. Where are the rest? We are 1.4. Let's come. We are 1.4 founders. Where are the rest? We need about 150 should come and blow that O Connect. Come and blow O Connect up to show, it is not. I know we will not blow it up. We will not break everything because they have already tested. It is testable, and I believe in my heart of hearts that O Connect can take 1 million people. I believe that because there are machines. Mr. Andrew said it. True, there are machine tools to test it, but it's not like humans. It is not like humans because remember when you connect, for instance, when they do it in-house, you can simulate 1 billion users. It is easy. Use machines. You use other tools to simulate that amount. But when you are testing, it's different from when you are testing it with live data with us, because we are thinking about the environment we are connecting from, our data, the internet connectivity, the browser type we're using, the browser. You can call it the not only the browser, but the it just went off my head, but I'll think about it. No, so the version of the browser, that's what I want to say. The version of the browser, again, Mr. Alvara told us that outdated browser, don't think we'll go down that level. You cannot go down that level. But again, if you have a modern browser, like for instance, you're using Firefox, the latest Firefox, the latest Google Chrome, you're using, the operating system as well, the iOS, Android, all of those, that, and you're logging from multiple locations, your connectivity, all of those things count. So we are making history. And if we nail this, because I know we've already nailed it, but when it comes to volume, there is no way we can crack that system. Okay, there is no way. The volume testing is short.
We can do it. So what do we do? Let's all commit to bringing in more founders, more brand ambassadors. Tell people in your teams, tell fellow brand ambassadors to come on Monday. Spread the word. Let's post all over social media. Get people to come on Monday. Can we do it? And if you guys are excited and you think we can get 100,000, post in the comments 100,000. I want to see who thinks we can do it.
Why are you starting to sound like me, raising your voice to get people pumped up? That's my job.
So let's hear it from you guys. 100,000. We can do it. 100,000. Write it in the comments. Let me see how many have confidence we can do that.
Now you sound like Marty.
100,000 plus. 100,000 plus. Let's see you comment. Come on, let's see. Okay, let's see if we got any comments.
Well, while you're putting your 100,000 in the chat, let me remind everybody that if anyone needs help migrating to OES, I don't care what time of the day or night it is, 2020 pendingfounders at gmail.com will get you the help you might need. So we're up most of the time, and when we're not up, the computers keep dinging, so it doesn't matter. So if you need help, please. Now is not the time to sit by and be passive. Now is the time to be migrated into OES. That's the secret to all of our success.
Ooh, we got a lot of people saying 100,000.
Yeah, they should come in, and come in. Is our product. We cannot sleep and wait for the customers to come and blow it up for us. come in as founders, get the first bite of O Connect. You know, get the first bite, and you will see how wonderful O Connect is. You know, we can't leave it for the founders, for the customers to come and test your product. It's like you prepare a nice, delicious food, and you expect the visitor to test it. You have to test and say, yeah, no, I've prepared something nice, and I'm waiting for my guests to come. So all the founders, whoever you know, if you know anyone who've never or even connect to O Connect, telling you that, oh, I have my job to, I have my work to go, and tell the person this is the time you have to make time, because this is your business. Mr. Ashbufara said, you either take it seriously as a full-time business, or you take it as a part-time business. Whatever way you choose is up to you. You know, whatever way you choose is up to you. They cannot force you to do it. But when you came into OnPassive, you make that decisive. You decide to come into OnPassive. You were not forced to come. And if you make that decision, that leap of faith to come, why not taking it serious? Why not?
Yeah. So let us commit to everybody pushing for that. More people to come on Monday. That will make the company look good, right? It'll make Unpassive look good, make O Connect look good, right, Collins? The more we get,
yes.
We've done it, you know?
Yeah. 100 coming. They should come. Come and have a bite. Blow it up with 100, 150 if you can. Tell everybody around you. Yeah.
Some people says we can't do it by Monday. Some people think we can. I think we can, you know, if we're
Monday, if they are serious founders, they will come in.
What did Henry Ford say many years ago? If you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't and won't, you're right.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Yeah.
So just do it.
Okay, and Greg says, Lynn, I will make a gift that says 100,000 plus for LinkedIn. Please share it. So everybody, if you're on LinkedIn, Greg Hill will be posting a gift, like a flashing or a moving kind of graphic. All you got to do is click the share. It's a repost button. Click that repost button. Get it all over LinkedIn. Can we do that?
Why not? Yeah.
Let's go on the doubling. 124,000.
I like that, Daniel.
I like it. Yeah.
Double the 62.
Yeah. You need to come in as many as possible, because not only will you come and feel the power of O Connect, you'll feel like, my God, I'm one of the, you know, I'm among the 200,000 people who were there in the beginning. Just imagine O Connect, you know, goes out, and you say when you're going, oh my God, there is a product called O Connect. You don't even know as a founder that the product is coming from your own business called OnPassive, because the time is coming where we'll see OnPassive as a standalone. There are people who will look at it, they'll not even know this is built by OnPassive. Yes, and people will be looking at, oh my God, what is there? What is it? OnPassive is coming, and it is there already.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Founders should just come in, blow up this O Connect. We are 1.4 million. We need about 200,000, 100 and above to come into O Connect.
Ash, I was just getting ready to say, gee, it'd be nice if Ash dropped by so he could see how pumped up these 200 and some odd people are. Oh, bless is uplifting humanity. Right on.
That is it. That's the heart of OnPassive. Oh, bless. I always call it the king or the queen of OnPassive is Oh, bless. From day one, I said, we can look at it, all the major top IT company. Tell me one with crowdfunding application. None. And it's not only the application, it's about the heart. Because we are all Oh, bless. If you choose to be Oh, bless, there is no way you will not bless somebody.
That's right.
Because I love what Mr. Ashford always reminds us, that in every human being there is goodness. Except you want to kill that goodness part of your own life and then stay with the ugly side, which is horrible. But so we need to keep that good side. Every human being there is goodness. So let's try and live up to the standard of OnPassive.
And Ash just said, we are truly unlimited. If you show up, we'll have a seat for you.
Yeah.
Repeat
I
that,
just
honey.
said it, and our CEO have just
No-brainer.
confirmed it. I
We
said
are
we are
truly-
unlimited, truly unlimited.
There is
I
no
said
limit.
it. Yeah, I said it is already there. It's already there by design. Show up and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. It's
All you
already
have
there by
to do is
design.
show up and you win.
Yeah,
Show up and you win. It's
yeah.
a beautiful thing.
So we are really blessed to be in such a company. You know, OnPassive is a movement, you know, a family. You know, it's just everything. I think it's our life. It's our way of life now. You know. So it's a really good feeling. For those who've missed the journey, too bad. You know, those who've missed this journey, it's too bad because they will never have any story to tell. But those who follow it from the time you join, you have beautiful stories. Yesterday, I was talking to Bob and Oliver. We were just chatting. I said, Bob, just give yourself 10 years or 20 years to come. A lot of people will be knocking at your door, ask you, how did you get there? What made you to join this company? Wow.
OConnect team is at it as we OConnect team is at it as we speak.
Yay.
Per Mr. Mafara.
Wow.
Sleep is
Wow.
overrated, Ash. Don't you agree with that? I mean, we've been
Wow.
saying that now for 4 years.
Wow.
Sleep is overrated.
Wow. See, you see, they don't even sleep. You see, they don't even sleep. This weekend. I just said it. I said this guy is about motivation. They don't have to do it. He said, don't deal. They don't have to do it. They said, show me your leader, and I will tell you the type of people who follows this your leader. If you are a good leader, a lot of people will follow you because Mr. Ash is a good leader. And that's why all the team, they are ready to sacrifice and die for this thing because they know what is coming. They themselves want to make history. They themselves want to write history. You know, their name will be written on OConnect, and one day their own great grandchildren will say, my granddad was one of the person who built OConnect.
Ash just said it's a done deal. I don't think
it's done.
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
We're so in it to win it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's done. It's done. Oh, what a feeling.
Tomorrow is OnPassive is massive.
Ooh,
so don't be surprised if we have a different hat on tomorrow night.
Yeah. You know, they are not, you know, we think like, oh, they are asleep. But look at it. They are still working. Still working. It's Saturday already, and they are still on it 24/7. You know, 24/7.
Man, oh man. What a place to be. What a time. What a moment in time. This is history in the making. Yeah. Today was historic. You know, every day is historic if you think about it. Because every day something is getting better, stronger, and more powerful. Every day.
Yeah.
Good place to be, brother.
I remember, you know, when in the webinar, I love this phrase where one of our brother, Ernest, said something when we're telling people, this is OnPassive, come in. And they were just like asking a lot of questions. You know, this guy was really, Ernest couldn't hold himself. Ernest said something. He said, do you believe in God? He said, yes. Do you go to church? He said, yeah. And you say you don't believe in OnPassive? He said, yes. He said, I want to tell you something. He was really, really serious. He said, I will tell you something. What does your pastors and the preacher use? He said, they use Zoom. He said, the time is coming where they will use OConnect to preach to you, receive your blessing. He said, I receive it. He said, I will tell you, you didn't receive it because when OConnect came, you refused. But now they are using OConnect to preach to you and said, receive your blessing. Things will happen. And you shouting amen. But when OConnect came, did you receive it? No. They're using OnPassive Pro. And I was like, my God, Ernest, you just, you know, I couldn't hold it. I shut down my camera just to laugh a little bit. And he was telling the truth. You know, people rush in when the door was shut. And I love the way Mr. Ashbufara did it. He said, I will not say anything until when we shut the door. And when the door, you know, was shut, you know, that was it. That we start to see the truth, the things that are happening, you know, products upon products, nice one. And what can you do? When you open the door, it wasn't. People were looking at it as a joke. But now This is it. It is here before our own eyes. And those who are in OnPassive, you must count yourself blessed, because it's not because you choose yourself, it's because God chooses you to be there. You are the chosen one. We are the chosen one because we came in by faith. We believe in it. You know.
OnPassive is massive. OnPassive has gone viral. It's already viral.
Yeah, it is done. It
Done
is done.
Deal.
Yeah. Can you believe that the tech team are still working? You know, they are still on it, doing everything as Mr. Ashmufara promised. So don't be surprised. Monday, as we said, and if not Monday, Tuesdays, who knows? Because I always said you cannot put your hand. Monday, all right, that's fine. We wait for it. If not Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever the time is, we are still up. You know,
March Madness is upon us.
Oh my goodness.
Madness.
March is,
it's our month.
Yeah, it's our month.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah, it is.
It is done.
The adventure of our lives is
Wow, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, that is amazing. Done from the heart. I feel humbled and will pay for it, says Christina Dodds.
Good stuff, Christina. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be awake, Ash. That's why we stayed on a little longer. I told Marty to get a hold of you. I sent you that text, but I knew Marty might get a hold of you, and I hope he did. And if not, hey, we're glad you're here. Either way,
it's so nice.
I'm sure Marty is sleeping.
No, he's not sleeping. He's damn that Mad Hatter. Damn that Mad Hatter. I want to go to bed.
Oh, so nice that Ash dropped in. And
yeah.
Epic day, Ash. A memorable one. It will go down in history, as well as Monday. I can't wait for Monday. It's all of us here can't wait. So I think we should all be pushing for bigger numbers. Maybe we can double it from 62,000 to 124.
Yeah, we just have to spread it and tell all the founders, this is your moment. This is your moment to come and see, you know, because you'll never be in an event of 200 or 100,000. You will never. No. Because once this moment is gone, it is gone. Maybe you'll be attending meeting of 20, 30, 40, 500 people, but you will never see this again. Because if you talk about 60,000, 62,000 to 100,000, do you know that is a football stadium? How many football stadiums contain 60,000? That's one of the biggest.
Yeah.
Maybe just think about it, that you are in a football match with 62,000 people inside.
And we have a comment from Mr. Mufara.
Yeah.
Ash just said, will someone call the fire department? 911 for Collins. This guy's on fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Who's got a water hose? We love it. We love it.
I'm just thinking about O Connect, and I'm just thinking about all of this. I said, this is the time to witness history. You know, 100,000 will be lovely, because you'll never be in that particular moment again. It will never happen in our lifetime to be in a place, maybe except those who watch football or those who watch the other soccer, you know, and you can get 50,000, 60,000. This is OnPassive, bringing us together in one room, conference room, 100,000, 60,000, and you can write your name. I was there when we were 62,000. That is it. And you tell your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren that I was there. We were 62,000 max. We were to 100,000. So let's make it 100,000. Kill it.
Where were you when the ticker blew up? It blew up today. Ash, if the guys have it fixed for Monday, we might knock it out of the park Monday too. I mean, wait a minute. We are going to knock it out of the park Monday. I predict 142,000. You heard it right here, live on RobLynn Live, Ash. 142,000. You can take that to the bank, the credit union, or under your mattress.
That's a
It's going to happen.
that's a very specific number.
142, comma 000. That's 142,000.
Yeah.
Be there, guys.
Let's spread it out. Let's spread it out in every webinar. If you're here, you attend any webinar, tell them, come in. Let's blow it up to 140, 150,000. Let's blow all connect. Let's create history. Let's write history that I was there when we were 150,000, the biggest football stadium on planet. I've checked it already.
Wow, that's cool. So how we're going to do this is we're going to have the people that always post on social media. Can you post it? You can post it on your Facebook profile. You can post it especially in public Facebook groups, because those posts are shareable. There's a share button, makes it so easy to share. Or if you're going to be making graphics, we can use those graphics and make posts ourselves. Post in WhatsApp, post in Telegram, post in LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you go. We want to see a massive amount of posting, and that's how we're going to get 100 and how many thousand?
Do I have to say it again?
Yeah, please.
142,000, Ash. 142,000. And I think Collins found the, what's that button called? Call to action button, without a doubt.
Yes.
We are all called to action now. So everyone, please post it wherever you can. Make phone calls if you have to. Send a teletype if they still have that TTY or whatever that is. Send a Western Union. Send an email. Send an O-mail. Send a any kind of mail. Just let the world know. Founders know where they need to be Monday, and we don't know yet. Do we know yet whether it's noon or 2 o'clock?
No, I didn't hear. No time
Well,
yet.
usually it's noon if there's going to be a light show.
Yeah, but probably not on Monday, because our shows are usually on Fridays.
To be announced.
Yeah.
So we
I just said it. One day we'll be in the Guinness Book of Record. The biggest crowd. Virtual crowd ever. That's it. It's true.
For many reasons. He says one day we'll be in the Guinness Book of Records, record book.
For many reasons.
For many reasons. One of them is the biggest virtual crowd ever. Guess the numbers.
Well, I just gave us one number, 142,000. And something tells me that the first day that we're open to the world, someone is going to have over 100,000 on a webinar. Take that one to the bank.
That's right. And remember,
I look it up.
Says it's not just a matter of that one webinar. It's going to be multiple webinars with multiple participants around the world, and we'll be able to handle it, right, Colin?
Correct. Yes, correct. That's true, because we're talking about concurrency. I talked about it last time, and we still repeat it again. We're having now one webinar. Let's blow it up with 147, as Rob said. To me, I would say 150. We'll make it round 150. So we are now the biggest football stadium, the biggest. Have you ever been in a football match where you have even 70,000 and you cannot even hold your head because the noise is too? But now we are in, and Mr. Ashford, push that button, and we'll celebrate with that noise. That we've maxed it. We not really maxed it because it's unlimited, but at least we've surpassed the biggest football stadium, on this planet Earth. 150,000 max. Let's blow it up. And then secondly, as we said, concurrency. We're talking about millions of meetings that will be running, and OnPassive will hold it. Do you know why? Because of our data center, our database. They're coming pictures, emojis, everything. Meetings, RobLynn will be using OConnect. Maybe I'm using OConnect somewhere simultaneously, and what is happening? Meeting with 1 million, unlimited meetings. We're talking about unlimited meetings, already done.
Wow.
Unlimited meetings, unlimited capacity, unlimited participants.
Oh.
Look, just get it. Unlimited participant per meetings and unlimited meetings running simultaneously.
That's right. And as
all over the globe.
Hashtag
nailed
unlimited.
it.
Hashtag unlimited.
And Piyush says we will break every record book.
Yeah, that is it.
If I think any and dream any bigger, my head will burst, says John Butakis.
Now, as you told us to dream bigger, we're not dreaming big enough. So we're going to start at 142. It may be 150,000, like Colin said. I like that number better. 150,
Okay.
comma 000.00.
Yeah.
I like that.
And John Barella says 142,000 is an on-passalicious possibility. 140,000, no problem, right? Right.
Yeah.
142,000 at least will be on-passalicious.
Yeah, and that is it. It's massive. The only virtual, audio and video conferencing platform handling this amount of participants is OnPassive. It will go down to the Guinness Book of Record. In one go, we sat and this number of participants. And what will happen? Gina, River, Collins, all of us, we said we were there when it happens. We were there. We create history. OnPassive founders can make this happen. If we decide to come, all of us in our numbers, we are 1.4 million. Let us come even 200,000 and blow this thing up and make history. So you yourself, you write your own name, your own story, and said, I was there.
Wow. And we have Melanie, she's chiming in and said that Ash mentioned there's no light show and the webinar will be at 2 p.m. Thank you very much. That's good information. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. 2 p.m. is really good time. I think at that time, Indians, they are already ready. I think their time is already there. Nice, all over the world. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Unlimited everything. That's
Yeah.
the point. It's not just Connect. Everything we have is unlimited.
Everything we have is unlimited. All mail, all net, it's unlimited. Do you know why we have this unlimited capacity in everything? The number of data is because of our data center.
Okay.
Our data center is a killer.
That's right. It's a killer.
Ash, do you have a hat that says no cap or no cap? I would look for that one real soon. Coming to you real soon, Ash.
That's very unlikely.
No cap.
Yeah.
Can you tell
There is no cap.
Well,
There's no cap. There's no limit.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
You know what? I was off, but I was thinking meaning no caps because we're
There's no limit in OnPassive.
Get it? I only got it just now, you guys. I don't know. I'm spacey.
Yeah, honestly, there is no limit. No limit.
That's right.
That's the beauty and the reason why more founders should turn up. Come and make history.
Yeah.
Write your name in the Guinness Book of Record. Come and write your name. So when you sit 5 years down the road, you said I was there.
Right.
No
so he said have a cap that says no cap on it. Get it?
Yeah.
That says no cap.
I got it 10 minutes ago when he first said it.
But I just got it. So I'm excited that I just got it.
All right, what color we need to go with that, Ash? Do we need red, white, blue, black?
Let's see.
What do you think?
Go for the OnPassive color.
That's the beige, and the beige with the blue. That's hard to find.
Yeah.
They don't make a lot of those fitted caps like that. But I'll look. No cap or no cap.
Let's see if he says what he wants.
That's the beauty about OnPassive.
Unlimited. Hashtag.
Yeah. It's just unlimited. Everything is unlimited.
Do that hashtag unlimited more now.
Yeah.
It's perfectly suitable to this company. We can go for 150,000, says John Barilla. Why not? Let's do 150,000. Make up your minds. We can do it. Hashtag OnPassive, hashtag OnPassalicious, hashtag Connect. Wow, wow, wow. Boom, boom, boom. Kaboom.
Yeah, let's push it.
Okay,
because
we go for 150.
Honestly, what we see now, as Mr. Alpha said, it will never happen again for some of us. Maybe there are people who attend a lot of meetings with that number of participants, but for some of us, this is our own chance to write history. This is our own chance to be, in that moment where we'll make this 200 participants or 150.
Okay. Go big or go home. And what does Mr.
say? Ash says, make it invisible, see-through.
That's it. Yeah.
Transparent, no cap hat.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, that maybe we have to have that as a product.
Yeah. I said transparent color.
It's Mafara. Invent an invisible cap. It'll sell well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so he says, wait, I think there was another comment from him. Where was it? Here he says, transparent color.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if we can do that.
I think Jean said, let's make it 400,000. That's great.
400,000. Oh, here, Stephanie's saying 400,000
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
so it's about 400,000. Yeah, 400K. That's fantastic.
Invisible caps. Do they make them, Ash? Says Karina.
I will be online checking where I have to go to get this hat made.
Transparent color. There might be such a thing.
The Mad Hatter is in the house.
Okay, you gotta.
Dr. Lenny love red.
He says, how about hashtag capless instead of no cap? Capless. But you know, people like me are gonna think capless, no cap. It's my first thought. I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Ash.
Everybody seems to want a red cap, Ash.
Love it. Transparent and unlimited. No cap. Yes. Yes, cap. Just no cap.
Yes, cap. No cap. Just no cap.
Thank you, Tiana. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yes. Solution to the pollutions is.
That's hashtag Robbie Boy.
That's
like
your
that.
moniker. That's right. You're welcome for the updates and hello to Nigel.
Oh, PNG.
Webinar of 62K. Next week, we will triple the amount of attendees, says Kathy Costco.
All right, Miss Costco.
We can do it, you guys.
Yeah, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. We can do it. Why not?
Let's go for it.
Yeah, we have the numbers.
Collectively, we can all do it. One person trying to do it's not going to work. But if thousands of us actually share that the fact that we're having a webinar on Monday, share with at least one person. For those of you who have teams, share it with everybody in your team. We can do it. We can, right, Clarence?
Tomorrow is Sunday. From today, Saturday, just push it out repeatedly, everywhere, and just tell them, founders, this is your time to make history. Be there. Let's blow up this O Connect. I know we cannot blow it up, but come and present. Come and just have that taste. Be part of it. That you were part of the hundreds of thousands that were in O Connect. 150,000, 200,000. That's history you've made for yourself. You've made history for yourself, and you said, I was there, the biggest, audio and video conferencing platform. We were there, 400,000 of us, 150,000, the biggest football stadium.
And you
on
can
this
say,
planet Earth.
I was there. I mean,
yes.
Can you imagine?
I want to be there.
Kids telling your grandkids, I was there.
Yeah. Because most of us can be proud now and say we were there when it was 62,000. I was there from the beginning when it was 1,500. Moving forward, I saw everything, and I can write a book about that. So there are founders that have really missed this, this beautiful part of OnPassive, and you don't want to miss it all. You don't want to miss it all.
That's right.
So what is the joy?
I wasn't excited today.
Yeah.
And now I don't think I've ever been that thrilled to be around 62,000 people in my life. We could feel the movement. We could feel how enthusiastic. No, not everybody got to speak today. Everybody got the message, and the 60,000
it was beautiful
there.
Yeah,
are rich for it today.
Yeah,
and loyalty does make families, this yin yang. Isn't he right?
Honestly, it was just enough for me, Rob. It was just enough for me. The webinar was just enough. I didn't need to speak or just come to it. I was just like, you know what? It's just enough. Just shut it down because the message is clear. I just want to sit and, relax, think over the message, because it was really a great show. It's one of the best, honestly. One of the best.
I won 500,000 on Monday, says M.
M.
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Well, you heard it right there from M. Kaylee.
Yeah,
Wow.
500.
Let's go for it. Let's push it out.
that's right. We
Let's
can't-
push it out.
Pump it up. Pump it
Yeah.
up.
Tell the founders, you know what? This is your moment. This is your time. You know, you've missed all, you know, all this while. This is the time to come in and write your own story. Because you are not writing story for OnPassive. You are writing your own story.
Right. Let's see. Is Mr. Mafara still here? I want to make sure we give him time to say his piece, right? So let's do it, you guys. Let's all jointly agree that we can blow it up on Monday, right, hun?
Yep. The Emperor's new cap, but the Emperor is that story.
Spread the word. You know, every one of us can make a difference.
I was just sitting, you know, Lynn, I'm just thinking about it. If you look at the 62,000, how many events, if we want to be honest, have some of us even said and said we've been in an event of 62,000 participants? Nothing.
Never.
Nothing of that magnitude. Nothing.
That's already
Football game, a World Series.
Yeah.
That's about it. A soccer match. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, the real football match. That's the only place you're going to have that kind of a gathering.
Yeah.
Maybe the Olympics were kind of sad this last.
Yeah.
But the Olympics will be back, and they'll have 100,000. But you know who else will have 100,000?
us.
Guess who?
Unpassive.
It's OnPassive. Yeah. This is history. The only, you know.
No cap, no gap, says Dilip.
No cap, no gap.
62,000. Are you kidding? Wow, says
Yeah.
PROB.
Yeah, that's true. That's 62,000. That's it. We are not lying. The records, the figures are there. We're not lying. And now we want to aim
1.4 million founders to come to the next O Connect meeting, says Johanna.
Johanna, we like that. We like that. Ash, what do you
We
think?
like it. We
All
like it.
1.4? Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
And we have Armin who says, Barking Tree Frogs, Batman. Mr. Ash Mafara is in the house. Fire, fire, fire.
Sweet, sweet Armin. Very nice. Well said.
Joyce says,
From Cameroon.
everyone should come up. We are going to make 600,000 on Monday.
Oh my goodness.
that would be really fantastic. You know.
Yeah,
we put effort and time.
Yeah. We've got a bottle of champagne that's been in the refrigerator since neither one of us drink for 7 years. We'll probably pop that bad boy on Monday.
Yeah.
I see it coming, even if we only have one glass.
Yeah.
600,000. Are you kidding me? Why not? Why not?
Monday
so it'll be 2 billion. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think we're going to break records on Monday for sure.
Yeah.
It's just by how much is the question.
Well, we already did 62,000. Okay.
And that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The next thing is we got to go over 100. So 142,000 sounds good.
Yeah.
Or
Monday will be crazy. You know, the update, and let's come and blow it up. Blow the number.
All right.
One of our founders tried to join us today. Maybe it was human error, but I could not help him. If we could just get Wayne Mears in Monday, we could have 150,000 plus one for Wayne.
Right.
Yeah. You know, most of the time it's just our own human errors because people fail to type the password completely. They omit things, you know, especially when the special character, sometimes they feel like the special character is not part of the password. So sometimes please just copy everything that is there. If they said this is the password and you've seen the breaks and they said this is the password, just put everything in there and you're good. A lot of founders, like, they omit the exclamation mark. They just said, oh, maybe that's it, just end with the number and stuff like that. Copy, put everything.
We have an updated prediction by Armin Hogue. Armin says he predicts 1,370,000 attendees.
Holy moly.
With no.
Hopefully, we pray, we'll put it. Let's come in our number. Let's push it up. Let's push it. You know, the more we go out and tell, you know, put it out there, you know, on every social media, all the founders, please try to be there. try to be there calm and just have a taste of O Connect, because this will be your only chance you'll see that number of participants.
Yes, that's true. So let's do it. Come on, everybody. We can do it.
Yeah. This is the time you can write your own story that I was there. Because OnPassive is already writing our own story. Let's come and write our own story too. Together on OnPassive, we can tell, some of the people down the line that I was there when we were 200,000, when we were 300,000, when it was 62,000. Your feelings will be great. You can write a book, and you don't know if paparazzi will be around your house.
Less than a month ago, we were at 2,300, if you recall.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we've now gone from 2,300 to 30 times the amount we had.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
In a matter of a month?
That's
What
right.
movement, what company, what corporation does that?
Yeah.
And
You remember our CEO said it. Ash Mofara said it. He said that will be the worst day you'll ever see O Connect in that state. And it's true. It just gets better and better and better and better and better. And Monday will be even more crazier.
So I don't think Monday we're going to the public. I think it's the follow-up to today.
No, it's the follow-up. It's the follow-up, yes. It's the follow-up, yeah.
Willow was asking that just now, and so was Pedro.
Yeah. It's a follow-up, yeah.
And ambassadors only as usual.
For Monday, but coming real soon, it's going to be boom, baby, boom.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Monday will be follow-up and, update and stuff. So let's come in. Remember Muhammad Kamal said, leave everything for Monday. So Monday, let's come and blow this place up. Don't miss it. You miss it, you'll regret. Yeah. You just regret it because you're missing the fun part of OnPassive. That is the fun part of OnPassive.
And it is history in the making, Collins. History in the making. So let's be part of that extremely exciting history. We'll be in the history books forever, right?
Yeah. No,
it's
just beautiful to see most of this.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. The vision, providing value.
Yeah.
2 things Ash does. And we're following in his footsteps. And you know what? We're all going to have a victory for all of humanity.
Yeah.
We are going to move ahead. We're going to forge ahead. We're going to march on, taking no prisoners along the way.
Yeah. And one of the things, Lynn, like Dr. Benny said, we just have to advise all the brand ambassadors for them to go and recheck their account. Because some of them think that I've migrated correctly. Maybe you migrate as a customer. Maddie have said this, and we're not talking about migration anymore. But the time is coming where people will be moving away from migration. And we talk about the OES, because the OES is the fun part where we just founders need to, sleep within. Because if you ask some founders, do you know where your marketplace is? They don't even know. They don't even know what marketplace is even used for. If you ask some founders, why do we have favorite in the OES? Why do we have your contact, my team, all that team, and all of those things? They don't even know, and this is the area that is where the magic is. All of those things we just have to look at it and say, founders, this is the place, this is the magic. You don't need to know how to navigate the products or know the technology behind the product. If you want to know it, fine, but understand the OES. That the front, that's where the customers will be saying, and you are saying that the movement along those functions from the marketplace right down to the last function. Familiarize yourself with it. Familiarize yourself. Click on it. Look at it. Read it. Navigate it. That's what I do. That's what I'm doing. And I will encourage everyone to go and do the same. Mr. Alpha will not have time to come and teach us all of these things.
Well, I think it's time we wrap up. If that's okay with everybody. Collins, I think you need a nap, even if it's a short one.
Good, yeah.
Well, but I'm going right to the hat app, as they say, with lids, and I'm going to do some research before I cash my chips in. So Once again, we want to remind everybody about Monday. Contact everybody and anybody that's either on your team, as an associate, whatever. Anybody you know, or even if you don't know them, if you know of them, contact them if you can. Let them know about Monday. We need
2
to blow
p.m.
this thing up
2 p.m.
at 2
Eastern.
p.m. That's 1400 hours military time, Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. So let's all be there. Let's all show Ash what we are made of. We know what he's made of. We need to show the world, need to show Ash what we're made of. So thanks everybody for being here. Please excuse me for being tardy, but I was here up here. I was here in thought, and we'll see you all mañana, which will be Saturday night at midnight, going into today's Friday, right? Saturday night going into Sunday, and we'll be in touch. So you be in touch. Thanks, everybody.
And thank you to Mr. Mufara.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Oliver.
lovely to be here and to see a lot of the founders.
A lovely, lovely RobLynn Live. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you in the next 23 or 22 hours, right? 22 hours from
But
now.
we'll really see them at the new top. There's
right.
another new top coming.
That's right.
So epic day today, everybody. And thank you. Thank you to Ash. Thanks for dropping by, our friend. We love you, brother.
And good night to all.
Thanks,
and
Collins.
Collins, please,
Thanks.
after